Okay, so today we're diving into, well, it's a media report, and it doesn't pull any punches with this headline. The real reason Meghan Markle was asked to stay away from the late Queen's deathbed by King Charles, and the excuse he gave to make sure Harry wasn't angry when he heard. And, we have to unpack this, right? Like, what story are they trying to tell here? It's a huge moment, a very personal family thing, but happening on this global stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just one account, right? But it lays out a pretty specific narrative about Meghan not being there when Queen Elizabeth passed. And I think what's striking is just the claim itself and then the reasoning behind it, at least how this article explains it.
Yeah, you're right. They come right out and say King Charles asked Meghan not to be there at the Queen's deathbed. That's a pretty strong statement right off the bat.
It is, for sure. And they go on to give an explanation for this request, based on their sources. And it's interesting, the reasoning they offer.
Right. So they're suggesting that the whole reason behind this was to avoid, any tension, any blow-ups within the family at such a raw, sensitive time. I mean, everybody's grieving. It's a delicate situation.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. You've got the loss of a monarch, all these family dynamics at play, and it's all happening under this giant microscope. It makes sense that someone might be trying to, I don't know, smooth things over, minimize conflict.
Totally. And then the article goes on to talk about the excuse, their word, not mine, that Charles apparently gave to Harry about Meghan's absence, almost like he was trying to soften the blow.
Exactly. The excuse, as they put it, is that Meghan's presence wouldn't have been appropriate or welcome right then. Like, it was this close, intimate fan moment.
Right. And I think it's important to keep in mind as we go through this that we're looking at it all through the lens of this particular report. We can't say for sure that this is exactly how it went down.
Yeah, we're analyzing the narrative they're presenting.
Exactly.
But you can see the thread they're weaving, right? You've got this alleged request from the king, the worry about family drama during a time of grief, and how this was all supposedly communicated to Harry. It's interesting stuff.
It really is. And I think it just shows how complicated family can be, especially with these huge public roles, this intense scrutiny, and then you layer on a deeply personal loss. It makes you realize that what we see in the media is often just one sliver of a much bigger picture.
Right. I mean, it makes you think about how families, even royal families, cope with these deeply personal emotional experiences when they're also in the public eye. This article focuses on this idea of trying to avoid conflict during a sensitive time.
So to sum up, what we have here is this report claiming that King Charles asked Meghan not to come to the Queen's deathbed. They're saying it was to avoid family issues during mourning, and that this was presented to Harry, as you know, that Meghan's presence wouldn't have been appropriate at that specific moment.
And then you zoom out and consider the bigger context. Royal life, this huge public interest, the passing of a monarch. It's a lot to process.
Absolutely. And it kind of leaves you with this question. How much do public expectations and media narratives shape our understanding of what's really going on in families, especially at times like this? It's something to think about.